largest temple here in Peloponnese, dedicated to this god. The column that you see there is the reconstruction 2 years ago, before the Olympic Games in Athens. Actually, somebody from Cyprus, a very generous man, he gave 300,000 euros to make this copy of the columns that this temple had, using old material, I mean original one, cleaned really well, and then a new one as well. So you can imagine how high, you can see how high the columns were, all right, and on each rooftop is pediments with statues and everything. 13 columns on the long side, 6 on the short ones. Like all the temples, it was looking towards east. That way the entrance. Inside 3 rooms, in the middle big dark one with statue, and in front of the statue a pool with water, so every morning when the sun was rising, like now, the rays, they would hit the water and the light would be reflected on the golden parts of the statue.
Very nice.
So imagine this, huh? Imagine people 25 centuries ago living in very, very simple houses. Come here and see these things. It's really amazing. But this is the amazing thing about the ancient Greece, because everything they were building, they were public ones, public buildings for all the people, or temples or something else. We never found, a private villa, huge, whatever, that goes back to this era. They didn't care much about that. Anyway, fifth and last day of the games, ceremony for the winners, okay? One winner of each event, no second place, no third place, and just the wreath of an olive tree, the prize. And maybe if a town was generous enough, maybe this town would give the opportunity to the winners to eat free of charge in the restaurants of the town for the rest of their lives, or maybe a big vase with olive oil, which was a very, very important product. Yeah, but that's it, nothing else. No contracts with Nike or whatever. That's it. And
no endorsements.
back home, thank you very much. Glory, for them, as they were considered to be gods. Okay. People were writing hymns and songs and everything. Back home, cities had to destroy a part of the wall to make them enter. The glory was that big. And you know something, even today, after all these centuries, we have their names. We know who they were. We have the catalogs. As before each final game, there were catalogs with the names, the game, okay, of the winner, and many of those have survived, and we have these names. And these catalogs is the first ever written source in Greece. So, 776 BC with the first Olympics, beginning of the historic era for Greece, as we have written history. Before that, nothing, prehistory. The temple was like this. Well, you would go to Athens, you will see, I assume, Acropolis, the Parthenon. So more or less the temples were the same, with basic small differences though. Doric style in this case, you see the top of the column, and you can touch it. You can touch not this one, but an original one. Here.
Oh, with the base.
No, top.
The top?
Oh.
Yeah, I wondered
Oh, you're
about
right.
that.
Not enough coffee.
Yeah, you're right.
This is the top of the column. Huh? And all around it, everything that you see, not just simple stones, please don't say that, just parts of the temple, exactly as the earthquake left them. Yeah, some other tops there as well. Yeah. Everything around it. On the other side, to be honest, there are 3 columns, entire columns fell on the ground like this, and this is why now there is a new theory, but nobody really can support that people tear it down, as those 3 columns were found like this entire, so maybe they tear down these 3 and then the whole building was destroyed, but we don't know about that. We know for certain that 6th century AD, 2 earthquakes happened in this area and destroyed everything. And we stay on this. Well, the area that you see there, which is the first one, yeah, where the gentleman is, this is the answer to the question, why the Olympic Games here? Why not in Athens? Why not in Sparta? Why here, in the middle of nowhere? Well, forget everything around it, keep this one, add a little wall around it, empty graves, votive graves under the ground, dedication to gods and mythological heroes, and this is a sanctuary that goes back 3,500 years. People used to come here, do sacrifices, worshipping a goddess maybe of the fertility, and organizing a simple foot race outside of it. Long, long tradition. Gradually, with centuries and time, it became the Olympic Games. So that's why the Olympic Games here, okay? Don't think that in 776 BC somebody woke up and said, oh, let's organize the games there. They're going to be really successful. No, just an old tradition that later became the most important religious celebration for the ancient Greeks.